Okay, we'll start the session. I hope others will join soon.
Hello, sir.
The second P. Yes.
Hello. Sir, the presentation is will be held on next week
Hello.
or hello, sir.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me? The week
Yes,
after
sir.
next, in your final week, last week.
That means not the next week, then after next week, right?
Yes, week after next. Yes, week after next.
Okay, so the next week only we have the quiz.
Quiz and session. This lecture, normal lecture.
Okay, sir. And in the last week also we have a session or only the presentation?
Obviously, hopefully you will have only presentation. And
Okay, sir.
according to what your colleague said, this is the 30th session, right? If this is the 30th one, then next week we will have the 14th one, and the week after next, which means your presentation day will be the 15th one. Then you will have no session. If there is any more session to cover, we'll see. There will be one. Otherwise, you won't have.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So this is the section factor which we discussed under the marketing mix elements, that is the pricing, right? So this will be our session outline, right? So price normally or as the basic idea behind the price is an amount or any amount which we pay as consumers, or else anything or any amount charged from us, right? When we are buying a product or service for the market, there is a basic idea behind this price. So the amount of money charged for a product or service or the sum of the values that customers exchange for the benefits of having or using the product or service. So when we are consuming or when we are having a product or service, we have to pay an amount. But simple example, when you are buying your lunch packet, you need to pay for it. That is what we call as the price. So what would be what are the different forms of price? Like product, we have experience, idea, event. The same way, we may have a different forms of prices. What are those? What are the different forms of prices? Or different terms we use for pricing or for prices we pay? What are those? Let's say the price of the product, that is the MRP or something. But likewise, for different products or services, we might be paying different forms of prices. Let's say houses we have rented, we might be paying the rent, right? That something called price. Then for the tuitions, we might be paying a fee. Tuitions, right? That is also a kind of pricing, right? So this price should not be only should not be something we pay only for a product. It may be a payment or it may be a finance related thing that we do for anything that we are consuming to satisfy our needs and wants. And when it comes to price of this marketing mix, price has some unique characteristics, right? Price has some unique characteristics. The one thing is, price is the only element which generates a revenue, right? Price is the only element which generates a revenue for the company. Among these 4 P's, among these other P's or as other elements in marketing mix, the product itself does not provide a revenue. It's involved with the cost, the product development, product designing, everything is involved with the cost factor, right? Then when it comes to distribution again, for the distribution also, we have to bear a cost. Even for the promotion, again, we have to bear a cost. Then price is considered to be the only element which generates a profit for the organization, or else it generates a revenue for the organization, right? Then the other thing is the price is the most flexible element, right? The price is the most flexible element in the marketing mix, right? Compared to other elements in the marketing mix like product, distribution, and promotion, we can easily change the price. Let's say, as an example, if we change, uh, the product, see how difficult it would be. We might have to change the raw materials we are using. We might have to change the machineries we are using. Now, labor might need to have some specific trainings. So, product is not something easy for us to change. In the distribution also, we go for different distribution methods. We might have to find some distributors, agents, right, some intermediaries, right? That is also something difficult and it takes some time. Then even in the promotion, if we have finalized our promotion campaigns and when we are going to change it, the way it takes some time, right? It requires some time. But when it comes to this price, that is not something like that. If you feel like change the price, and if we are under, if there is any rules or regulations that we adhere, if we are within that rules or regulations, we can change the price as an organization. If when our raw material cost is increasing, we can change the price by analyzing all those factors. We can easily change the price compared to the other elements in the marketing mix, right? Then price communicates the company's intended value positioning of its product or brand. That is why sometimes we believe we assume that the higher the price, quality is also, right. That is how we have like being like believing. That is what like we are familiar with. Sometimes we believe the price is high, the quality of the product is also can be high. So this is how the price works in this marketing mix, right? This is the only element which generates profit or which generates revenue particularly, right? Then this is the most flexible element in the marketing mix, and this is or this communicates the company's intended value positioning of its product or brand. Then the price is not just a number on a tag. It comes in many forms and performs many functions. As I told you, the price is not something which we see on the price labels or price tags. Apart from that, we might be seeing price as rent, tuition fee, fares, tolls, wages. That everything is coming under these prices and commissions, and this everything is coming under the price of the product. And these pricing decisions are complex and must take into account many factors like the company, customers, competition, and the marketing environment, right? And holistic marketers know their pricing decisions must also be consistent with the firm's marketing strategy and its target markets and brands. So when we are setting pricing, so though I told you that it is the most flexible item, we still have to consider so many things when we are setting the price. Like what is happening in the environment, how competitors have set their prices, right? Or what are their strategies, right? And how we are going to communicate our market position in the marketplace. That everything has to be considered when we are setting price. Like whether we have any rules, regulations, like whether we need to adhere to maximum price levels set by the government or minimum price levels set by the government, right? We have to see this everything when we are going to set the price of the organization. So the price of the products. So these are the considerations that we are looking for when setting the price. Below this part, right? Below this product cost. Below this product cost, right? We may not have a profits, right? We call it as the price floor or as a minimum price level which we can charge for a price, right? So if we take the demand curve, you know these things. If we take this demand curve, right? So this is the zero level, and after this point, we will not have, right, any income or any revenue for the organization. So we have to consider the cost of the product. At least from the price, we should have covered the cost of the overall production of products. Then we have to consider the maximum price, that is we call as the price ceiling, right? Price ceiling, the maximum price we can charge, which means after this price, right? After this price, if this is the price axis, after this point we will not have any demand, right? We need to consider all those two extremes: the lowest level which we can charge as a price, and the maximum level which we can charge as a price for our. We have to consider all those things, and in between these things we have to consider other competition and external factors like competitor strategies and prices, our marketing strategy, our objectives, nature of the market and demand. This everything has to be considered, right? So before going to the explanation, let's say we have an inelastic demand for our product, right? We have an inelastic demand. So when we have an inelastic demand, how can we change the price? Or how will the change of price affect for our revenue? When we have an inelastic demand for our products, let's say we increase the price, then what will happen to our revenue? Revenue will increase, right? When we have an elastic demand, then if we increase the price, our revenue will go down. So we have to consider which kind of a demand we have for our product and how our competitors are setting their prices. Like we from this telecommunication industry, the mobile line dialogue, they are going more towards, or they are using more towards the similar kinds of pricing. If it comes to CBL and management, again, they are using more towards same types of pricing, right? Especially for the similar products that all these companies are manufacturing, like clean paper, the lemon crop categories. All these products, they are using the similar types of prices, right? So this everything has to be considered our price for the product. Right. So we have some pricing strategies, right? We call this as major pricing strategies: the customer value-based pricing, cost-based pricing, and the competition-based pricing. Value-based pricing, cost-based pricing, and the competition-based pricing. the pricing. So when it comes to this value-based pricing, what happens is rather than depending on the cost, we set the price based on the perception that the buyers are having about our rather than the cost of the product. We might set the price based on the perception of area that the customers are having about our product or service. So they actually customers will decide whether the product's price is right. So effective customer-oriented pricing involves understanding how much of the benefits they receive from the product and setting a price and capture value. Based on the that customers are getting for a particular product, they might be developing or they might be certain perceptions about some of the for an iPhone. People may have so many positive ideas or positive perceptions, right, about the iPhone. So as towards this iPhone. Mainly because of the innovations that these mobile phones are having, the features, qualities, right, or improvements that these mobile phones are having, people may have a positive perception. It would be okay since customers are getting more benefits. Actually, the iPhone does not cost that much, right? But with the perception that the brand has built within customers' mind, they can go for some high prices. Since as long as it is accepted by the customers. That is why when it comes to some of the services that we are getting, sometimes based on the convenience, or as if something is delivered to us quickly, let's say this speed post. Say for example, if I understand the speed post, we know that the speed post is something very much beneficial for us. So that we are ready to pay a high amount for those services. That is because customers perceive it as something good to have. But we have good perceptions, we have good ideas towards these services. This is what we call as the customer value-based pricing. That is why those companies or those service providers can charge a high price for the services that they are offering to the customers. Any example, like any practical ones apart from what I have shared with you for these value-based pricing? Based on the value that customers can get. Value means based on the benefit that customers can get, companies are charging high prices. That's it. Any example? Let's take a simple for this. We open deliveries. We go to the restaurant. Sometimes we may be able to buy lunch menu for 500 rupees. But if we place it via pick me over, it will be around 750, but still we are okay to pay that amount. That is because it is convenient for us. It provides benefit for us so that we are ready to pay that amount. Anything else? Just anything else for this value-based pricing? Sir? Fan. How is it? Yes. But let's say that if we are getting a customized cake, let's say we need to have particular customizations for the cake. Let's say for a birthday, we have that birthday decorations and everything. And we are giving them what we want and they are exactly delivering what we want. In such cases, charging high price would be okay and give it pay for them. Right? So that among the other bakeries available, what is produced or what is manufactured by factory is something good, right? That's also something else. But there should be something unique for the products that we are purchasing, right? For the things we are getting from these companies. So when it comes to these value-based pricing, normally what we know is we set the price based on the cost we have, right? That is what we normal practice. But in value-based pricing, as I told you, the price is set based on the customer's perception, right? Customer will decide whether the product price is right or wrong. Here what happens is first the companies assess the customer's needs and values, or first they assess the customer's needs or what they want and the perceptions they have, right? And then they set the target price, right? Thereafter they set the target price to match customers' perceived value, and thereafter they determine the cost, right? After evaluating all these two factors only, they go for the cost, which can occur for them to produce or manufacture the product that they are going to sell to the customers. And finally, they design the product to deliver the desired value at target price, right? This is how this pricing happens in value-based pricing methods, right? Value-based pricing method. First, the companies assess what customers exactly want, whether that is convenience, whether that is fast delivery, right? Whether that is the luxury, or whether that is comfortability, right? So based on that, they set the price, right? Because after assessing all those perceptions and ideas, the companies determine how much or else what would be the cost involved to deliver that particular benefits for the customers. Based on that, they will set the price and deliver the product to the desired target market. Right. But in the second one, that is the cost-based pricing, what happens is they first deliver the manufacturer produce the product they want, right? They set the price based on the cost of produce, right? There they do not consider about the perception, sorry. They consider the cost of producing only. Based on the cost of producing, right, they will determine the final price, right? It's a simple, just without any customization or without any improvements, a simple furniture that we are looking for. Then based on the cost, maybe they might be adding a markup or something, or margin or something, and they will determine the price. Because there's no uniqueness with that product, no specific feature, no specific characteristics with that product, and they will just determine the price based on the distribution and other cost factors involved with that product. Setting prices based on the cost of producing, distributing, and selling the product, plus a fair rate of return for effort and risk. Here, what happens is they design the product. First, they design, then determine the cost and set price. And once they set the price, they convince buyers of products value, right? They do not consider what customers want. We may have, right? We can have these types of pricing methods in the practice. So especially when it comes to the things like, okay, I will ask. I will give you some products. Now tell me what is the most ideal one? Is that value-based or cost-based pricing? How about something like software? Software, where does it come? Is it value-based or cost-based pricing? Something like software. That is more towards a value-based pricing, because we may have so many like special needs, like which we need to have, and unique characteristics, more towards customized product, right? That is very much value-based. So companies are ready to pay like a premium amounts or like high amounts for those services when they need to have those. Any other product which was with this value-based pricing? Sorry? The online tutorings and This ingredients. Consultancies can be jewelry is yes. You know what is business class, flight tickets. We never consider about the cost or the pricing what we like. We just consider only the benefits that the customers want to have when buying with the business class. Food, liquor, and other facilities, comfortability, relaxation, and freedom. Right? That is what we consider when it comes to these value-based pricing. This value-based is actually the most ideal one which an organization can have when it comes to their. So the differences between value-based and the cost-based. This is a value-based, sorry, value-based, and this is cost-based pricing, right? Profitability in value-based always it can lead to high profit margins because customers are ready to pay a high price as long as they are getting the benefits. Then in cost-based, the profitability depends on the cost control. As long as the company controls the cost, they might be creating high profits. Otherwise, they won't be able to make high profits for the products they are selling. Then this is very much related. See, this industry suitability very much related for luxury goods, tech products, and services. This value-based pricing is very much high. But when it comes to things like manufacturing, commodities like furniture, like so for these things, this cost-based pricing would be very much ideal. Flexibility more adaptable to market demand, then less flexible as it depends on the cost. If cost is high, the price also will go high in cost-based pricing. Otherwise, we will earn losses. We won't be able to earn profits. So this is value-based, cost-based. Then high willingness to pay. High considers to willingness to pay. Then when it comes to customers, the customers are mainly focuses on low-cost products or low-price items. Since they are not concerning about the benefits, right? Or more additional benefits are not considered or concerned by the customers. Basis for pricing, customers' perceived value, and here production cost plus mass. If the cost is 100, they will add 20% of margin. Simple as that. Right? That is how this happens. Right, okay. Then we have another one that is a competition-based price. But based on this one also the competitors are setting price based on what competitors are doing. Like when we have more towards a similar types of competitors in the market, like CBN member, dialogue cocktail, right? And laugh, what's the other one? The gas, laugh, right? Spec for invoice. So we based on we follow these competition based pricing models, right? Setting prices based on competitor strategies, cost prices, and market offerings. Consumers will base their judgments of a product's value on the prices that competitors charge for similar products. Right? If you are getting the products with similar quality from both the competitors in the markets or from all the competitors in the markets, the customers may not be willing to pay a high price only for a right. That is why during this recent past, when there was a scarcity of rice in the market, no rice was available at these grocery outlets or in these shops. People did not go there That is because rice was available at some at supermarkets for that government regulated price. එකම කම්පියුටර් එකකින් එහෙනම් එකම විදිහේ කම්පියුටර්ස් එකකින් එකම quality එකේ products වෙද්දී එක තැනකින් වැඩි quality කරන වැඩි price එකක් ගෙවන්න we are not ready. If you are getting something different, let's say if you are getting organic price, then we would have paid an additional amount, right? Or something extra for the products that they are selling. So normally when assessing competitors' pricing strategies, the company should ask or should know different things like how does the company's market offerings compare with competitors' offerings in terms of customer value, right? Simply, our product should be compared with the competitors' products, maybe based on the value that customers can get. If both the products are giving the similar benefits, similar price, then how strong our competitors are and what their current pricing strategies. Let's say we are coming up with a soft drink brand in the market. A soft drink brand in the market. And we know we have so many giants, so big players in the market like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, global giants in the market. So in such cases, though we set or though we align our prices for such players' price levels, our products will not be purchased. Right? Sometimes, let's say the giants or the Coca-Cola or Pepsi's price is 100, let's say that is 100, and we set our prices 90 rupees. Still, our product will not be purchased. Since those brands are well established and those products have huge recognition in the marketplace. And if we decrease our price or if we highlight a difference between our product and competitors' product, it has to be something significant and it has to be clearly communicated. Otherwise, the customers will not buy. Do we normally buy, let's say, we have one familiar brand, let's say this Panadol, and we have Panadol, which we all consume, which we all have consumed, right? Under this season, we might be having two Panadols. And that is what our practice has been. We have Panadol card, let's say that is 50 IDs now. 50 under Panadol. I think we have 8 or 12 tablets there. Right? Let's say that is 50. And we get something new as a competitor for this Panadol for 40 rupees. We will go for the new one. So we will, because we have like been familiarized with something, and we know it is giving the benefits we want, right? But if something comes to market with 25 rupees or 30 rupees and with proper justification of why we should buy, then we might be thinking or we might be trying to go for that new brand. Unless otherwise we won't be going to that new brand. So that when we are competing with the competitors in the marketplace, we have to be careful about with whom we are competing. Otherwise, what about people might happen in the marketplace? Some people came, now they went. Now they are no longer in the marketplace. The major problem was they started competing with Coca-Cola, which is not possible for a small player like before. But they thought when they are coming to the market with a cola name, people will buy it. No, people do not do so. People are buying what they are usually buying or what they have been familiarized with, unless they are getting any additional or more benefits from the new brands coming to the marketplace. Right? That is how. Just think about the clothing brands you are buying. Clothing brands. We normally buy clothing items from our familiar places. So in some places we are given thousands of discounts, sometimes we may not be doing. That is because we know this is a place where we can buy our most suitable or most suited items. But if other players need us to go there, right, has to go them, then they might have to significantly promote or significantly communicate the benefits that those players can give for the customers. Right. Right. So anything like you would like to ask from the discussion we have had so far? Anything you would like to ask? Yes. Before going to the pricing process. Is everything clear to you? And don't want to write practicing the slides. Please write what I'm explaining here. So you will be getting these slides. You don't want to write what is there. And how about the assignment now? Have you worked on finding an SME or a business organization to do your assignment? Yes or no? How is it? They found out. Where is it? During the lunch break, you found it. Okay. So then, okay. Where is it located? I think you will have 2 weeks. I don't think that you will have enough time now. But how about you? Not yet. So when are you going to do this one? Are you ready to do this marketing something again? Because if you fail to meet the assignment objectives, it won't be easy for you to get through the subject. First update. You want online account. Is effective. How did you contact online account effective? Yes. Yeah. Okay. They really do good marketing strategies. We will be able to discuss a lot if you go for them. Then we will be able to find a contact point to reach them. Will you be able to find a contact point? This is tell me, is someone working there? Or is, how have you found the contact point? Tell me, don't worry. Yes. Or I'm not asking a question exactly. I'm asking how you are going to contact them. Yes. How is it going to happen? How will they going it? Any idea? Why you still to contact it? You don't have contact point. Is it? How many? All the contact again. Look here. I think then. But then, please contact them. They will support you.
Should we call them and ask?
So it's better if you can contact them and otherwise how can we know everything? Can we just exploring their website or social media pages, can we get all the ideas? I don't think so. That's why I asked you to find someone so. Because if we can get information from the website, then I would have given you this task to do to analyze about maybe an established company like Unilever, like Nestle. Then we can clearly see what they are doing. But when it comes to SMEs, What words we cannot see sometimes, but we can what they are doing and how they are doing. We never know. So it's always better to contact them. What about you? What about you? Okay. How about you? Yes. You. Who's issue? Your profile. Still, you haven't discussed even. Have you even discussed with your group members? Not yet. So when are you going to finalize? Oh, are you like looking for an individual assignment only for your group? Can we just avoid this group one? If you need to avoid, I can like give you individual assignment and go ahead. Individual ones. But in your course guide, there is something of one portion like just locate for group one. That's why. Why can't you do this? Now we have, I'm not asking you a report even. Just you can have you just need to have a calls or even WhatsApp call will work for you. I know that everyone is working. Yes. Then you can do this one. You can pass those two subjects to this semester and pass this one to the next semester. You can go for that. No. I just you know. So just I know that everyone is busy. Like we all do not have time. Spend having a cup of tea, just have discussions. Right? That is how when you are like busy with these weekends, that is what can happen. How about you two? Are you two in same group? No, then are you still finalizing? Are you like in which group are you? Your is this blue color going in your group? How about you? Okay. Then you cannot contact him. That's fine, they are not here, but you can just create WhatsApp group and contact them. We have only I think 18 or 20 students in your batch. The big number. Number I got many. Then I don't know like how you are going to do this one. I cannot understand how you are going to do this one. Maybe this is something beyond your comfort zone. This may be something beyond your usual day-to-day work since you all are into accounting or finance or being whatever it is. But you have to pass this subject or you have to go through this subject. Right? So when you are getting, I would say, something not directly related to your discipline or something not directly related to your field, you might have to work a bit hard. At least if you have any problem in finding them, you could have told me. No, I still approached me. Just create a small WhatsApp group or these 6 members. How many members are in your group? 6, 7, 5. Because that is not like something unmanageable. It's still manageable, and all of your group members are coming to the class, though that is not regular, even on and off they are swimming. Right? But still, you can like catch them, like even with the WhatsApp message or even anything. Just make a call at 8, 9. While having your dinner, you can make a call. I know that you all have family commitments, maybe you have kids, right? Maybe you are just married, right? That's fine. I just married people, maybe I am married. Right? So you have to be like responsible more than this. That is how we need to manage. Because though you pay or else though you make an investment, you are not getting the results without doing anything. It is true that you have paid like around 500,000 or 400,000 for this degree or this program, but still you have to work hard. Otherwise, I don't think that you will be getting results or you will be getting an output from this. Please keep that in your mind and mind guys or mind and organization and work on. Is it a big task? I don't know. What's the big task? Is it a finding an SME the biggest one? Or finding their marketing strategies is the biggest one? Sometimes you may have your clients, use those contacts. You may have accountants or accountants or finance people. You may have your clients. Right? So you can just contact them and ask their information. And simply identify what they are doing as marketing. And on the other hand, what you need to do is just recommending suggestions to improve their marketing practices. That's it. Based on what you have done. That's what you are supposed to do. That's what you need to do. So I really do not understand why you haven't worked on this. I personally believe that I gave you enough time. Personally believe. So please work on this. Okay, we'll go for the next one, that is setting the price or pricing process. When it comes to the pricing process, we have to follow these 6 steps. Normally, an organization follows. Traditionally, these are 6 steps. Selecting the pricing objective, determining demand, estimating cost, analyzing competitors' cost, prices and offers, selecting pricing methods, and the selecting final price. Right. The first one, selecting pricing objective or identifying pricing objective. When it comes to pricing, the company may have different objectives. One thing could be just to survive in the market. If we just need to survive in the market, what should we do for our price? We just need to survive in the market. What should we do for our price? Yes. What should we do for our price? Yes. So, yes, the low price which we can cover our cost. Because we just need to survive in the market. Right. Then if our purpose is to go for profit maximization, then we might have to do some changes for our price, like price increments, or maybe and this we have tried to reduce our cost. Right. Then market share maximization, again, what should we do to increase the market share? The price increment or liquidity price. Right. What should we do to maximize our market share? Increase. So when now increasing the price, your customers come to us. So we have to increase the price. Then only our customer base will therefore. There is a normal or a general idea behind that. Then maximum market skimming, right? Market skimming I will be discussing in the last few slides, so that here I will not be explaining that. Product quality leadership. If we need to communicate in that we have quality product, what should we do? What is this? Normally increase the price because people feel that when the prices are high, the quality is also high. That is normal or general perception that people have. Right? So based on these objectives, we can select these objectives in the process of setting our price. And we need to determine the demand we have, right? Like you clearly told me, if we have inelastic demand, so if we have an inelastic demand, we can move towards increase the price because we will be, our revenue will be going up when we have an inelastic demand, right? But if we have an elastic demand, we might have to reduce the price if we need to increase the revenue of the company, right? In this case, we can increase the price if we need to increase the revenue as well, right? I hope you know these things. That's why I'm just touching these areas. And you are this pricing and everything in your job works as well. I hope you all are into pricing in there. You might be following different methods, right? You might be considering different things, but this is what marketing talks are all about. Then we need to estimate the cost, right? When it comes to estimating cost, the demand sets a ceiling on the price the company can charge for its price. You can remember at the first part, there's a point where we can go as the maximum price. That price level, there won't be any demand. But there's a place, there's a point where we can charge the highest price for our product, right? So also the minimum price level which we can charge, right? Because after that point we won't be getting any revenue, right? After that point we won't be getting any revenue. So the company wants to charge a price that covers cost of producing, distributing, and selling the product, including fair return for its effort and risk. Then competitors' cost and prices, which we have discussed, within the range of possible prices determined by market demand and company cost. The firm must take competitors' cost, prices, and possible price reactions into account, right? Then pricing methods. This is going to be the important part of this session, the pricing method. Right? I told you this. We have the high price or the maximum price where there won't be any possible demand of this price, and the lowest one, no possible profit or no possible revenue after this price. So given the customer's demand schedule, the cost function and competitors' prices, the company can now select the price. So when it comes to selecting the price, we have these 5 levels: the cost plus or markup pricing, target return pricing, then perceived value pricing, going rate pricing, and the sealed bid price. Hope you all are familiar with this. Are you? What happens in cost plus pricing or markup pricing? What happens there? You can teach me now. What happens? For accounting or mild or management accounting or anything, you may have learned this. What happens in cost plus pricing? Sorry? Okay. Yes. In cost plus pricing, what happens is we first determine the cost, or we first let's say count or value the cost, and we add a markup and set the final price. Let's say our total cost is 100, then we get 20% of markup. Then our final price will be 120. Simple as that. Then how about the next one, the target return price? Any idea? Price. Then for that one, perceived value price. Which one? The last one. For these CLB ones, right? Okay, I'll explain this one by one. I thought you would teach me these things, right? Then the cost based pricing or cost plus pricing, adding standard profit margin to the cost of the product, right? Like for the cost of the product, they add a markup, set the final price. Very simple, and you know it. Then target return pricing. Price that would yield its target rate of return on investment, right? Let's say for our products, we need to have a target return. This is we are producing 10 items, 10 items, and for those 10 items, we need to have a target return of, let's say, 1,000 or 2,000. The total return we are expecting. So we plan to have a 2,000 by selling those 10 items, right? So we use the target expectation, and based on that expectation, we determine how our price would be. अभी items I total cost अभी तो 5 है. So let's leave it like 500 rupees, but we expect to have 2,000 as our total return. Total return after selling those 10 items, right? Then based on our expectation, we determine how our final price should be. Right? That is what happens in this target return pricing. Right? This is an example you can go through. Then value-based pricing, there we have good value pricing and value-added pricing. The two things are there. Good value and value-added pricing. So good value means offering just the right combination of quality and good service at a fair price, right? So for a fair price, the companies are trying to provide a quality product for the customers, right? Good value pricing. The value-added pricing means adding some value additions or giving extra benefits for the customers and charging a high price. A simple example for this value-added pricing is when we are like traveling, normally we are allowed to bring maybe 30 kilograms, right? Or maybe when we are like flying from one country to another, we are allowed to bring 30 kilograms, right? For airline. So there are some of these airlines are allowing people to bring more baggages or more weightage. If you are paying an additional amount, then those who want to bring more items or those who bring more baggages can pay an amount and bring it. That is something like value-added price. Customers are getting an additional value, and for that, they need to pay an additional amount. That is what we call as the value-added price. Attaching value-added features and services to differentiate the company's supply and charging higher prices. But sometimes there can be some electric items or home appliances. Normally, customers are getting a 1 year of warranty. But in some cases, there may be some organizations which gives us 2 years of warranty, but customers have to pay something additional. The customers have to pay an additional amount. That is a value-added price because customers are getting more benefits. Another 1 year of warranty period for the products that they have value-added price. Then competition-based is again what we discussed. Use competitors' prices as references. We call this as a going rate pricing. Then serial bids, the lowest price bids, right? Like what happens in auctions, right? So finally, we need to select the final price for our product. These pricing methods narrow the range from which the company must select its final price. In selecting that price, the company must consider additional factors like other marketing activities, what are other marketing activities are, how much cost is involved, what are the other cost factors associated with, how we are going to cover those cost factors, and company pricing policies, right? But from all we have discussed before previously, we need to consider of these things as well. And impact of price on other parties, right? Price, whether it is directly impacting on our customers or government or our competitors or intermediaries, that everything has to be considered. Then economic conditions, right? Sometimes when the economic conditions is getting worse and worse, right? Though we do not like as companies, we might have to sometimes increase the price to cover the cost of goods. And the government regulations, sometimes actually we are not getting that much of profit. We might have to still sell our products for a lower price. Since because the government is imposing rules and regulations, governments have policies related to these pricing practices. Then we have something called psychological pricing, which again I will be discussing at the end of this session. Right? Psychological pricing. Before going to psychological pricing, I need to know whether you have experienced or whether you are exposed to this psychological pricing. Have you ever experienced or have you ever exposed to this psychological pricing? Do you know what this psychological pricing means? Any example? Yes, simple as that. If slippers 299 or 290, pizza 999, right? Mobile phones 70,999, right? That is what we call as psychological price. So psychologically, the marketers are trying to make customers feel that price is actually low. But actually, if it is further explored, price is not actually low. The marketers are trying to make customers feel that price is low. Price is low. That is what happens. Psychological pricing. So purchase decisions are based on how consumers perceive prices and what they consider the current actual price to be, not on the marketer's stated price. So clever marketers recognize this and effectively use psychological pricing strategies. Right. So with that, let me have a short break for 20 minutes. And after we can finish the discussion. I will not be taking the lecture anyway till 3 p.m. Before the lecture, I will be finished. Right, okay, you can go away and come.
Okay. Yeah, next phase. Basic okay. Yes. We want the can be switch on the state. But let's go next day. You got the other thing. मगर प्लस वन है इसमें और आगे का भी देखिए आता है बीपीएस आगे का उधर है तो देखिए मतलब ये और तेरा बेहतर जाना हमारे दिखना है समझ लो फिर बस समझ एक्सपीरियंस है ताऊ का क्या था EIking ඇවිල්ලා ACing ඇවිල්ලා ACing තමයි ඇවිල්ලා EIking ඇවිල්ලා කරනවා. તો කියනවා ඒ නැස්ටි එතන යනවා. ඕනේ. ඊයත්ම කේ ඊය වගේ ඒ දේ ආවා. ආයේ පිටියෙන් යනවා ඒක तो अभी फाइनेंशियल मंगाला कब से देखते ऑलरेडी सर में की गया ना तो रिफंड के साथ आपकी पार्टनर है हमारे ये वाली फाइनेंशियल बैलेंस में करता ना आपकी बोल रहा है अभी इतना हमने एक पार्लर डाला इतना एक खेती करने अगर टाइल आउट बस से अब कराम लोन की ना तो एक ही काम की करे यार मैं यार रेडी तो बता अब कराम में आई मैं ओ बिल्कुल सही नहीं है मेरे बात और सही है ना ओ एग्जैक्टली तो ये बहुत बात थी ना जो मेरे लोग आ रहे थे जो ना दे वो ए दिया ना ये शेयर आईडी है ना आईडी के पूरा ये शेयर से पहले दोनों है ये मैंने तो ना तो एक थोड़ा गेट कर लिया
Ini ada social media yang clear nih. Kami videos seperti discount ada video tentang video yang kita sih bisa YouTube videos playing. Oh, yeah.
Kita boleh sendiri. Mari, a ver, para que te
Yeah, it's true. We call about the yes from the class. Not be lunch. Yeah, lunch. Let's ask them from the Right, okay. We'll go for the session after the break. So the last part of this session, that is consumer psychology, right? So many marketeers are capitalogical pricing, and under this price quality relationship, right? When it comes to the products like cosmetics and some luxury items, we believe that the price is high, the quality is also good. That is what has happened with the alcohol as well. That is why we give uh, an important place on products, right? So we are charged a high price, we are still pay that amount, right? Because we believe or we assume that when the prices are high, the quality is also quality is also high. Many consumers use price as an indicator of quality. That is where this image pricing is especially effective with eco-sensitive products such as perfumes, expensive car, and special design in clothing, right? See, like we offer these and design information some high price or premium clothing item. That is because again we believe if the prices are high, the brands or this product will suit for us very much compared to other products and services in the marketplace. Right? So what are other like marketing examples where we see a positive relationship between price and quality? Apart from this perfume, expensive designer clothing, products, alcohol, game, we can see. That's why we always believe these local alcohol brands are good. And consumers they believe and local ones are good. Anything else which we consider or which we see a positive relationship between this price and quality? Any other example? Yes. How about these medical facilities we get? The medical facilities we get. Sometimes we have no idea about the medicines we are giving since they are not from those fields. But when the doctor is charging some high prices and when we are getting some high price or expensive medicines, we believe that this will work for us. Right? This will work. Sometimes when we are going for a state hospital or government hospital and the private hospital, sometimes we might be getting the same types of or same kinds of medicines still. But we believe what we are getting from this private sector or private hospitals will work for us. That is how our mindset has been. Right? Maybe there can be different reasons, right? Sometimes we are not getting enough services or good services when we are going for lower priced items. But sometimes we are not treated with treat out these low priced items as customers we are not treated with. So the next one that is price endings. This is again something we use as psychologically or we use under psychological pricings. Many companies or many sellers believe that there should be an odd number as the last few digits of their price. Right? Price should end in an odd number. Customers perceive an item price 299 LKR to be in the 200 range rather than 300 range. That's why sometimes we purchase products for 990. We tell others that it was less than 1,000, but it is almost 1,000 rupees. That is how we behave. अभी सामान आप pricing decision आप justify करेंगे अभी there are some lot of customers with this is something again which we see in this Asian or South Asian region. We don't like tell others that we have paid much. The samar apni to samar apni to not अभी अनुमति लोगों ने देखो लोग खुद ने अपने बड़ा आता है ये लोग इधर अनुदान तो मुझे नहीं दान हमारे बनावट हमारे साथ yeah that's it yeah I think it again right so they the people they really like to say that I paid less amount, I paid the less price or low price to buy this item. Right? It does this price. So this 1,200 or 1,300, this still might feel that is very much close to 1,000 or 990. So customers might feel that this is less than 1,000. But actually, the cost of the price is almost 1,000 rupees. Right? So psychologically, we get trapped to these marketing activities. So when it comes to pricing, So there are two special occasions or two special situations where we need to focus, right? Or else, when a new product is introduced to the market, there are two strategies that the companies are following. The first one is market skimming, and the second one is market penetration price. In market skimming, what happens is companies charge a high price compared to the other products or as other competing products in the marketplace. What market skimming means when a new product is introduced to the market, the market is trying to charge a high price compared to the competitors' prices in the market. අපි අන්තිම product එක market එකට දාති competitors ගේ products වල සාපේක්ෂව ටිකක් better price එක charge කරන එක තමයි market skimming කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? So in what situations can we go for this market skimming? In what situations or in what circumstances can we go for this skimming? It is going to be a successful method. So if it is going to be successful, under which conditions can we go for high prices when we are first time introducing a product to the market? This may strategist apply වෙන්නේ අපි අන්තිම product එකක් market එකට release කරනවා. like market skimming. Market skimming කියලා කියන්නේ charging a high price, right? Compared to the other products or as competitors' prices in the marketplace. So in which or is under which conditions or under which situations can we go for the high price? This products so under these situations, how they become like high priced items. Sorry? Yes, when their product is very much unique, they can go for anything else. Sorry? Yes, again, with the uniqueness and quality, we can go for high prices. Anything else? Sometimes, though that is not quality, though that is not unique, we can go for high prices. What are these? Customers. Customized items. Customized items, always we can go for high prices. Not only at the initial point, even when we get matured, right, when we get established in the market, we can go for high prices. Any other situations? Sometimes it may not be that much high, that much quality, or it may not be that much unique in the market. But still, we can charge high prices from the customers. Just any situation, any example for this one? For this market scheme? Let's forget about the scheming, the term scheming. Let's say in the markets, apart from this quality and uniqueness, in the market there are new products under high price. Right? Why are they charging high price from the customers? Any reason? What happens when there's a competition in the marketplace? Sorry? When there's a competition in the marketplace, what happens? What are the opportunities customers have? Sorry? when there's a competition means there are a number of players. If there are a number of players in the marketplace, what are the opportunities customers can have? Sorry? I don't hear, please. Just tell me. This is the answer. सामान्य मार्केटिंग में क्या अभी कंपटीशन नहीं है कि कस्टमर हो रहा है that is good for the customers. That is because of this competition we are getting quality products. Unless we have a competition in the market, we won't be getting a quality product. Then the suppliers can do anything they want. Right? And if there is a competition again, the companies cannot go for high prices as they want. Because there are other competitors as well in the market. So in which situations companies can charge high price? Yes. When there is no competition, they can charge any price from the customers. Now just think about this gas market. We have only two players in the market, so they are charging the prices they want. Government is setting the price and they are going with it. Government is setting that price, that is because they have no competition. Right? In the point, they can go for any price. Any still we are blaming it, but still we are buying it. That is because we have no alternatives in the market. Right? So a company can charge a high price, especially when there is no competition or when there is less competition in the market. Also, when there are less alternatives for the customers in the market, for the products that they are buying. But in such situations, the companies can charge a high price when they enter into the market. Now just think about this Simope or Cybertech, something we have in this world. They had only security to an IOC. They know that they need to have a threat from there. Also, there won't be will not be any more players in the market. So that they came up with a high price that other players are making. So nothing happened. We are buying from any of those places. Right? That is market scheme. They try to set a high price when they enter the market and try to sell their product. So, especially when there is less competition, especially when there is an inelastic demand, right? Inelastic demand, we cannot run our life without fuel. Can we? And we cannot survive without gas. Can we? We cannot. Right? When there is an inelastic demand, when there is less competition, when the products become necessary products for the customers, right? We can go for high prices. We can go for high prices. Though we are still at the initial point. That is what we call as the market scheme. Then the market penetration means the opposite of scheme. When a company is introducing a new product to the market, they charge a less price from the customers, right? When selling their product. That is the simple idea behind this market penetration. Right? So through market penetration or through this penetration pricing, what companies are trying to do is they try to increase their market share. Also, there's a huge competition. They know that there's a huge competition in the market. They are coming with this penetration price, right? Only if there is a huge competition, the companies can come up with this penetration price. First, when there's a huge competition, if one player is introducing their products under a high price, then customers will not buy those. Let's say this biscuit simple example, we have 1,000, like few players in the market. 10 to 12 players are in the market. And we also introduce a biscuit product in the market. And if they set high price, will someone come to us? No, they will. No one will come to us. But if we set a low price compared to a competitor's pricing, then customers will come to us even more try our product. But when a product is not a necessary product, or when there is an elastic demand, and when there is a huge competition in the marketplace, the companies set penetration pricing when they are entering the market. That is when they are entering as new product sellers to the market. Right? So these are the two methods or two pricing methods that the companies can apply when they are releasing or when they are introducing new products to the marketplace. Market skimming, this is what these handout says. Setting a high price for a new product to skim maximum revenues layer by layer from the segments, willing to pay the high price. The company makes fewer but more profitable sales, right? Then penetration, setting a low price for a new product in order to attract a large number of buyers and a large market share. Right? By setting a low price, the companies can attract more customers and go for a large market share. Right? Then the price adaptation strategies. We have a several price adaptation strategies: the geographical pricing, discounts and allowances, promotion pricing, and the discriminatory price. Right? So we'll discuss these one by one. The first one is the geographical pricing. So geographical pricing means for the same product in different geographic regions, the companies are charging or else customers paying two different prices. Or in different geographic regions, customers paying different prices for the same product. That is what happens in geographical pricing. Any example for this geographical pricing? As far as you know, example for geographical pricing. Do we have such products actually in the market? Do we have? If yes, please tell me what are those products? Yes, what are those products? Yes. Yes, simple example. In one area, these vegetables are like the price of these vegetables are very much low. But when it comes to our hand, right, the prices are significantly high. What would be the reasons for those? Just transport cost could be one. Anything else? Could be a storage cost. And the influence of intermediaries. When there are so many intermediaries, so it might affect for increasing these prices. Any other example for this geographical pricing? Any other example? Another example for this one. It's only a vegetable coming under this geographical pricing. Or do we have anything else which comes under this geographical pricing? Anything else, please? This fish, yes, again, fish, vegetable from everything is okay. Right. Any other thing? Anything else? Imported item? Crude? Sorry. Yes, crude oil. Like you say, different price, import duties, customs things might affect all these geographical price. Then the next one that is this pricing are more or less same, right? Like 20% discount, 25% discount. If you buy on the credit card, you will get 20% discount, but if you pay cash, you will get no discount. For the debit cards, you will be getting 10%. For the credit card, you will be getting 20% discount. Right? Then the third one, final one, that is discriminatory price. So that is the most interesting part of these price adaptation strategies. Discriminatory price. I will not be telling you any example. I will tell you the definitions behind it. Then I will give you time. You later you need to find examples for this. Right. The first one is customer segment price. Right. Customer segment price based on different segments. Right? For the same product, companies might be charging different prices. Right? Let's say this class, we divide this class into males and females as two segments. From the males, they will be charging a different price. Then from the females, the company will be charging another different price. That is what we call as customer segment price. Then product for pricing means product for pricing depending on how the product is coming to us. Right? A product would be from platforms, right? So we might be charged a different prices, right? Product one price. Then the image pricing, right? Based on the image that the particular place is giving to us or that the brand is giving to us, we might be charged a different prices, right? So I will give you a surface understanding only. You will find examples this one. The channel pricing based on the distribution method that we get exposed to, we might be charged different prices, right? That is what comes in channel pricing, right? Then location pricing for the same service or for the same product, based on where we are buying it or where we are experiencing it from, we might be charged a different prices, the location price. This is the time pricing, depending on the time that we are buying a particular product, right? We might have to pay a different price, right? For the same product. Sometimes the same product, if we buy it in the morning, we might have to pay a different price. But if we buy it at the daytime, then we might have to pay a different price. These are like really practical examples or practical applications for this price discrimination. Or else we call it as the discriminatory price. Right? Can you please find some examples for this customer segment, product form, image, channel, location, and time? At least 2 examples for each. Try to do this alone. Only do this as a group one. Better if you can find a Sri Lankan or local examples. Customer segment, product form, image, channel, location, time. Please. I'll give you like 10 minutes maximum. I don't think that you will need to have more than 10 minutes. I need different examples from everyone. I don't want the common examples. For example, for this. If you did not understand what this is, please let me know. No. Koyamada Bharatiya. Completed. Can find the like based on how we get the product. We will move on. Our distributed with our Galle then our productivity by signals. Form by significant, we can become productivity, form selection for the no, the case. We will move on. Keep it better. Keep it better. Box से आप देख का keep it better निकाल. Box से नहीं better निकाल. Exam form पर. Sorry. All done. Still doing it out. Still doing. How about these two boys? Still working on. Two, please. Three. Two, please. So like many examples. Because if I just explain these things, you would not remember these things. Vice discrimination or everything is almost same. We're done. Two boys and you completed. Still learning. Difficult. How many more to do? We have 6 there. One more to go. This please. Okay, we'll see the answers from your side. Right. So, any example for this one? For this segment price, customer segment price, what are yours? Yours. Yeah, how does it? But we are not getting the same haircut when it comes to males and females doing. Anything else? What's the next one? You found only one? How about you? How is it? Yes, yeah, that's because we can take. We go like from same to same journey, right? And from the two segments, the airlines are charging different prices. What about you? Cheap English. How is
From hands and those packages, prices
two prices?
for the same.
Right, okay. We can take it. How about you? How is it? But it is. So there is a customized product, and there are maybe differences. Right? So that it's okay, but still, we are seeing like so many differences in terms of our requirements. Don't we? But I think it is not a good one for this one. How about you? Sorry?
Srilanka, the foreigners are looking they was in Syria in the child
Yes, exactly. For the these travel destinations, CPTC, for example, we are charged around 100 to 200. I don't know. Very small amount. From foreigners, they charge $10-15. Like this, there's a huge difference among the two segments. How about you? How is it? Sorry? But there are two different solutions. Now, when it comes to Sigiriya, whether I go or a foreigner is going, both of us can see the same Sigiriya. But when it comes to salon, when someone is getting a haircut, they are getting a different service. When other one is getting a makeup or facial, they are getting different service. Though the location is same, still they are getting two different services. That is not a good example. How about you? How is it? But those are two offerings, two different products.
No, the dance is also
You mean the difference because coming from DSI, DSI can get a okay. Yes.
It's offering different parts of the song. Also from the years and other friends songs, other company songs.
I did not get your point. Can I explain it in single novels?
Can name. Basically, answer for we can answer for a again, not a kill company, but
But they get different products. For different products, we can have different prices. Any problem? How do we say that we are getting same? Because from waves we are getting different one. From other slippers, from other companies, we are getting different slippers. Am I wrong? So we are getting different products. Now, just take a Sigiri examples. Then Mama Sigiri here, political Sigiri, Sigiri, Varanasi, Ekam Sigiri. Catapapa, Catapapa. Or Bakurudina, Ekam Bakurud. अगर दिमागी बेव से करें हम एक जाति से पूछा अभी तो वेना होकर एक ही मतलब से पूछे वेना कंपनी की तो एक वेना से पूछे those are two different maybe materials so there may be differences understood It's not a good example. How about you?
Basically, the structure itself is examples of BCCA, CA.
Then again, those are two different products. ACC, ACA, are those similar products? Are those same product? The same product is offered to the different segments under different prices. That is what. No, but it is not being offered by the same organization. CA is offered by the CA. ACC is offered by ACCA. CIMA is offered by CIMA. Those are separate qualifications. Those are not being offered by accounting organization. Because we have an organization called accounting. It is so that everything is coming under accounting discipline or accounting background. But still, those are offered by separate organizations. So, our streams, online streams, online streams, that's students, that's different. Yes, you can take. You know what is what we call this. I forgot so this railway tickets. Third class, second class, first class, for example. Right? So we are going to the same train. We are going from Peta to Badul, Peta to Badul. Still, we are going the same journey, but different customers are paying different amounts. In Netflix, like this membership, like what we explained, then for personal usage, we can pay a separate amount. If it is right, those are the customer segment prices. Then how about product form pricing? From you from localization, yes, we can take this same example based on how we are getting it. We might be paying different prices. You say, how about you? Say,
They introduce shampoos and also
yes, yes. Simple. How about you? You.
producing a sleeper. They can use high quality labor for one product. Also, less quality relating to one.
Product form. But that's better if it is more towards the same product like Coca-Cola. Whether that is from a bottle, okay, and we are still getting the same Coca-Cola. Right? But when it comes to yogurt and quality, obviously we can charge different prices. Is there any wrong with that? Several chemical Rahadi and Kurgana Karagati by Rahadi, the Advina, and Niki or the people. So, the upper clothes, comfortable ticket, comfortable gati value in a medical charge. Person to the comfortable gati are not been up in a charge. Is there any problem? Anything wrong with you? What about you? Okay. You get chocolate. How this? If you write at the exam with chocolate items, you will not be getting marks, right?
Like, yeah, some with racks and some with boxes.
If there is the same chocolate, that's fine. Let's say again, if it is two different chocolates, is there any wrong with it? Anything wrong with it? No. What about you? Like Coca-Cola. Then the exam won't write as beverages, right? Then I will not come and I will call you and ask you for this. Yes. You mean about when I told you there is something new? Then you have read the same example I told you. Yes. No. How about you? Let us say 92 and 95 is two different products. Anything wrong with their with charging different prices? Because we have two different qualities. But when it comes to Coca-Cola bottle and can, we have no difference. How about alcohol bottles? I'm taking some examples which are familiar to you. Alcohol bottles. Bottles which comes with cans. Same alcohol bottle. Without the can, we can get 4 or 5. Then the next one, image pricing. This image pricing. How about you? Again, total of yes. Starting with boys. Shoes we can do. How about you? Any example, any particular brand? Yeah. Okay. How about you? Sorry?
Watches.
Sorry? Watches. Yes, some let's say if it is like branded or like we are recognize watches just like this action fish. This you can take over. Okay, you can take perfumes again, like it has to be like that branded or like recognized, popular, something. Yes. Timothy, can we see like significant difference with other key prices? It comes to it's okay, like everyone is okay, there's something superior one. Can we see like the significance difference? It comes to other difference. If it is so, that's okay. Okay, if it is so, that's fine, right? How about you? Okay, this is more towards about the branded items, right? When it comes to image price. How about the channel pricing? Starting from you, yes. Okay, if you get the lunch packet from the restaurant, let's say that would be 500. And if you order it via PP, it would be 700. Online grocery shops. You need for the display. It's like cosmetics. You will not be getting marks. Okay. Okay, how about you?
It is like clothing item, we can get it
Online.
and delivery.
That's fine. Has everyone mentioned about the online? Anyone who has written like apart from this online distribution? Any else apart from this online distribution? How about this Coca-Cola bottle again? If I buy it from this boutique, if I delay, it will be 150, 60. Now, actually, what is the price of this Coca-Cola bottle one? 100. I don't know. So I am not using Coca-Cola bottle one, the smallest bottle. Let's say 100. So if I buy it from a restaurant or star class hotel, will I be able to buy it for the same price? That is channel pricing. But if I buy it at normal hotel, again there will be a separate different price. If I buy it at the right from those star category hotels, it will be double, triple, or maybe 5 times larger than the normal price. That's what we call as the channel pricing. How about the location pricing? That is not the geographical pricing. Location pricing is not the geographical pricing.
Hotels.
Sorry?
Hotels.
Explain please.
Hotel change for environment. Example, city hotels versus beachside hotels.
But is there any problem by charging different prices by two different hotels? That's okay, they can go. Let's say we have the city hotel nearby Lanka or something here, the city hotel, famous city hotel. Then we have this Shangri-La, golf place. Or we have Kingsbury. We have these Port City. Anything wrong of charging different prices by those three different places? You know? How is? Which means if I am traveling from Sri Lanka to India, a different price, in Sri Lanka to Maldives, a different price. So it has to be. Can I go for the same price for any destination? So that is possible. Here, it should be all about the same experience. Same experience or same product sold to customers at different prices depending on the location they are purchasing. Yes, movie tickets. If you are staying in the balcony, we might be paying different prices. If you are staying in the OTC, we might be paying different prices. Then the musical shows, balcony tickets, we have VIP tickets, double VIP tickets, right? Then the front row seats, the cost is very much low. Here on the stage, people have to be like this and watch or experience the show, right? That is what is all about this location pricing. We do have these six impacts. The final one, time pricing. Example. How? Yes. And the visitor, we are charging high price. And when it comes to off-peak time, they are charging some low price. Anything else? Comments? Eventually again is from 6 to 10, from 6 to 9. We consume more of our bill also will go up price significantly. Anything else? Home theaters how?
Will be charged low price the morning.
If it is so, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. Anything else? Anything which is very much familiar to us, I still little bit. Consultancy how?
The same service that's working based on the time placement.
Can you please further explain? I didn't get it clear.
I mean, if we are giving some service for two different clients, so they are spending more time than the first one. They are charging for
So,
the same.
for same service. Isn't it based on time that we are spending? Based on time we are spending. Again, is there anything wrong charging high price? අපි එහෙම එකම සර්විස් එක කියලා අපි හිතමු දැන් මේකම සෙෂන් එක මට එකට පැය කරන්නත් පුළුවන් පැය දෙකක් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් පැය තුනක් කරන්න. හිතමු මෙහෙම. ඒතර පැය කරනකට වෙනම ගන්න හරි. පැය දෙකකින් කරලා වෙනම ගන්න හරි. පැය තුනකින් කරලා වෙනම ගන්න charge වෙන එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙවෙයි. ඒකම සර්විස් පැය කියන එක නැත්නම් ඒක නෙවෙයි. So nothing wrong with that. Any other example for this time pricing? Sorry. Overtime working. Overtime. Yes, we can take that. Overtime is that's. Now what? Sorry. Wine. What is it? No, that is not something about this time pricing. That is value to something because people believe that when the time is like when it is small, the quality is more high. That is something about how about these internet packages? Internet packages that is totally based on the time price. For peak time we have separate packages, for peak we have separate packages. after 12, after midnight, we have separate packages. Right? Time pricing. That is what we are using. Right? Those days, let's see how difficult it was for us to manage internet. Like the GPs, we got, sometimes we had to wake up midnight to download films, download games. Right? That is how we did with this internet. Right? Okay, I hope you got the understanding about these things. Now these are the examples that I have come up with. You can go to these later. Now this is all about the pricing in digital era, right? Pricing in digital era, applying the traditional era. The buyers can get instant price comparisons from thousands of vendors like eBay or Alibaba or what is the one? Temu. Anyone who has ordered from Temu? Anyone? Seems like she has ordered. Have you? Is it yet to receive? Is text? Excellent. I haven't ordered. What is maximum like we can have in the first order? 9,000 something. No, maximum we can what is? Because right now we have a lot. Are those products really good? Not sure. We are I know like I saw like this very much people are very much ordering, people are very much talking, and one of my friends even today all me and then she had ordered. Still, she hasn't received. How long? Like did it take for you to receive your 1 week, 2 weeks? 1 week. Maybe not. That's quite good compared to other services we have. Right, okay. See now we can like compare prices, we can see so many alternatives, right? Take prices at the point of purchase, right? And sometimes we can have some discounts, get products free, and get sometimes bundle pricing. We can have so many things, which is digital pricing, right? So sellers can monitor customers' behavior and tailor offers for the individuals, right? In an eBay and in these online sites, so many companies are like promoting us some offers, bundling different products that we are normally buying, right? Sometimes some customized offerings can be there based on what we are buying in these online sites. So different customers may have got different prices, right? Not in if we are like loyal customers, we are offered different prices, or maybe some discounts. Maybe even for the first time buyers, there may be some discounts. That is to promote their products for the customers. Right? Also in eBay, we can both buyers and sellers can negotiate prices in online auctions and exchange, right? Even in person. So these are the online practices. So these are some of the platforms we can see, and apart from this, we have this change people. Okay, with that, I will wind up this pricing session. I hope you learned how this price is in practice in the industry and how it is practiced practical, right? Different considerations that we need to have when it comes to pricing, and the other thing is especially psychological pricing. That is where we can see these marketing applications actually like location pricing, segment pricing, time pricing, time pricing, right? And different product form pricing, right? Those are situations where we can see these different psychological pricing paths, right? Okay, with that, I will wind up session. Sorry, I forgot to give you the attendance sheet. Please work on your assignment, and since you will have only 2 weeks, I hope you will have something to talk about the assignment by next week. And also, you will face your quiz next week. I definitely have it this week. Actually, there was something I don't like, but I made a mistake in the LMS, so that I could not set it. Well, and I will police it by next week and then give you the test, right? Okay, with that, you can leave. Thank you.